seems like they're everywhere you turn. Every single day they invade the headlines. Another half-wit criminal with a half-baked scheme. Another social media simpleton going viral. Another Florida man stretching the bounds of stupidity. Or another pack of SJWs throwing a temper tantrum. And that's not even the worst of it. From the empty talking heads on the cable news channels, to the humorless hacks in Hollywood, to the pea-brained politicians pulling the puppet strings, everywhere you look, there's another idiot telling you how to live your life.
Like, people should be able to, eat what they want, do what they want.
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's not like he's going out there in his campaign ads like, Joe Biden is a reptile man.
He keeps the streets of Gotham City much safer than Commissioner Gordon, but he doesn't wear a badge because Batman doesn't have to follow any rules.
You know, all the kids started ganging up on him and calling him a little googly-eyed, titty-pants jelly boy.
Oh, I say the N-word all the time now. You know, I just go out on the strip and I scream it.
You say a succubbitch?
Whoa! Reverend!
A succubus. You don't know what a succubus is. You mean like you're talking like Cardi? Like Cardi B? I heard she got that wop.
Well, Jay and Anissa have had enough. Armed with clever satire, madcap humor, and the craziest cast of characters in podcasting, they're lining up and taking aim at the world of stupidity every single week. Because it is time to go to war. The War on Morons.
It is Tuesday, January 12th, 2021, and this is episode 63 of The War on Morons. I'm Jay.
And I'm Anissa, and, hey, did we miss anything since last Tuesday?
Did we miss anything? did we miss anything? I don't know, maybe just the fall of the Republic? You know, no big deal.
Right, I mean, there's no need to be over-dramatic here. I mean, we're not CNN, so...
No, we're a respectable news source here. Shout out to everybody listening right now at HamiMediaGroup.podbean.com. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. If we're still allowed over there, I mean... I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep track these days. I don't know if they've caught us yet.
I mean, maybe we're in the clear for another week. We'll see. They've already deplatformed the leader of the free world,
right?
So...
Yeah, one day... I mean, it's everything's moving so fast, right? I mean, one day after Michelle Obama goes out there, and she's like, yeah, I want Donald Trump permanently banned from Twitter. What do you know? The president of the United States of America is permanently banned from Twitter.
I want to know how an ex-first lady has more sway than the current commander-in-chief.
An ex-woman. I mean, Michelle Obama ought to be permanently banned from women's bathrooms, if you ask.
Okay.
Anyway, though, when I said the fall of the Republic, I wasn't talking about that little stunt, with the loyal order of the water buffaloes crashing the Capitol on Wednesday. I mean, if you ask me, that was glorious. It was glorious, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not. I mean, let's be serious here. Everybody in America, pretty much universally, everybody in America hates Congress. They've got like a 9% approval rate, and the 9% that approve of Congress are in Congress. 8 days ago, even the liberals were done with them. They were like, where's my money, man? Where's my money, man? And now we're supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's 9/11 part 2, because some guy in a grand Poobah hat raided Nancy Pelosi's ice cream freezer. Fuck that.
Seriously, I honestly don't understand. They broke a few windows. They didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
And to be fair, all things considered, right? I don't see how they can be calling it domestic terrorism or violent in any way, but it was pretty stupid. We'll give them that. That's why we weren't up there.
Yeah, it was really stupid, But that's what you do when you're backed up against the wall, and that's what you do when for 9 months the TV's like, hey, when nobody's listening to you and when you have no other recourse, you break shit. You show up, you riot, and you break shit. So everybody's like, hey, you know what? This is what Anderson Cooper and Don Lemon told me is okay. So, we're going to stay between the ropes, and we're going to be orderly when we do it, you know?
It was the weirdest break-in I've ever seen.
But, you know, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? I mean, there's a literal unelected, mentally deficient fucking pervert who's being installed as a Vichy puppet. And he's going to preside over the downfall of a once free nation. So, I mean,
look on the bright side. It should make for some great content for us this year.
Yeah, the war on morons. I mean, it takes a whole new meaning, right?
Our stock just went up, baby!
It's the silver lining when you make a show every week about the world of morons. There's there's an actual moron running the show. So, so that's all I gotta do. That's all we're gonna talk about that whole fiasco. But of course, if you wanna be a part of the show, call in 813-906-9099. Follow us on MeWe. Follow us on Parler as long as their servers are allowed to be up. Comment down below in the chat if the chat's allowed to be open, or just drop us a line. I think you could get like a cup and a string.
Stop it! Just call into the call-in line.
Do they still call it Chinese whispers, or does that take a whole new meaning in 2021?
Look, let's just get into it. Let's move on to the stack of stupidity.
All right. I'll start things off. Since it is on everybody's minds this week, there's really no escaping it. So I'll start the show with the politics block before we get into some regular foolishness.
I guess, all right. I mean, now that the election that never ends, is this the election that never ends? Like, seriously, it might finally be over, so we might as well milk it.
Yeah, we can't talk about nothing but politics forever. I mean, I know that we keep saying that, but we are finally going to adhere to it, even though it's so tempting to now, but we're just going to have one politics block.
And that's it.
And then we're going to get into some regular stupid shit. Because there is a lot of stupid shit this week.
Oh my god.
We've got a lot of great Florida man shit.
Hell yeah.
We've got some amazing stupid criminal shit.
Yes.
We're going to get into that, and we're going to stick with that in 2021. So we're going to have a little bit of politics, a little bit of regular stupid shit, a lot of bit of fun. But anyway, let's go back to a few days before the best house party since Kid and Play stopped making movies, with the thing that made it all possible. When the silly, goofy-ass Democrats opened the 117th Congress with a woke, gender-neutral prayer, capped off with their atheological reverend finishing this prayer by proclaiming, "Amen" and "awomen."
Okay, I mean, let's just get this straight. I thought you weren't allowed to say women on the House floor anymore.
Right? Like, I mean, we could get into a whole discussion about how the word, amen has nothing to do with gender. I looked it up. It's like a... it's like a centuries-old Hebrew phrase or Latin phrase or something. It means like let it be done or something like that. But last I checked, this is not an etymological show or a theological show or any of those other logical. It's not a logical show at all.
No, it's not.
But it doesn't matter what words mean.
It matters how they make you feel.
No, and women. Or a women, or whatever the fuck he said. That made me feel like laughing my ass off.
Fair. I'm right there with you. And the real story here is that this was the first time in 5 years that a Democrat has admitted there's two genders.
Right. And the real story beyond that is that somebody misheard this guy and thought that he said all men and all women, as in all men and all women storm the fucking Capitol right now. And the next thing you know, there's 1 million people outside the building, and Buffalo guy, the QAnon shaman, is taking a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. He's like, you want a religious movement, Reverend? I'll show you a religious movement. I'll show you a bowel movement.
Okay. Well, look, speaking of rewriting history, let's talk about Vice President-elect Kamala Harris.
Fuck's sake, do we have to?
What, call her the VP-elect?
No, do we have to, talk about her, at all?
I mean, I get it. She's cringe, but with that cringe comes content. Like her plagiarized story stolen from Martin Luther King.
I mean, why not? If you're going to be, disambiguous, why not just start there?
Just rip everybody off.
I mean, fuck it.
Right? I mean, she was doing, this is so great. She didn't even use this in, a way to, really elevate herself. She was doing a freaking puff piece for Elle magazine.
Okay.
She doesn't have better things to do.
I mean, she doesn't, to be fair.
Fair. They won't let them into the security briefing, so what the hell she's going to work on? Unprompted, though, she just decided to tell the interviewer some bullshit about how she was at a civil rights protest in Oakland back in the 60s as a toddler, and she fell out of her stroller. And when she started crying, her parents picked her up off the ground and asked her what she wanted. I mean, did she say, hey, I want to not be on the ground in the middle of a protest? No, she didn't. Apparently, she cried out, freedom!
She'd probably want to know why her East Indian parents had her at a civil rights protest in Oakland, California, and were knocking her out of stroller. What? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. What kid is that? There's no way. There's no way. If you fall as a kid, you're going to be like, ouch, kiss my boo-boo, not, I want freedom.
Why not strap her in? That does. What is wrong with these?
If anything, she's like my little sister when she was a toddler. My little sister wanted freedom. That's why she Houdini'd herself out of strollers. She didn't mean it in a grand civil rights movement type of way. She just meant I want to have the freedom to go run around this store and grab some toys off the shelf.
Like in a Rugrats sense.
Yeah.
I want to be naked.
Right. Absolutely. How did you know she would get undressed when she got out of the stroller?
Well, I figured that's why Biden picked her. Maybe that's when she first got on his radar.
Oh my God. Look, going back to the story, the problem was that this was lifted word for word out of a Playboy interview with MLK from 1965. And no, he didn't witness baby Kamala's Braveheart moment. She was born in 1964, and he was talking about something he saw in Birmingham, Alabama. So, yeah, it's looking pretty bad.
Oh my God. When you said baby Kamala, that made me picture the baby Grinch for some reason. Maybe it's because they want to take everything from us. But maybe if everybody
freedom of speech, I'll just put that in my bag.
Freedom to assemble.
Oh, goodbye.
The Second Amendment.
Just gonna go push that off the cliff.
Maybe if everybody protesting at the Capitol last week was what do you say? Freedom. Maybe she wouldn't have called them domestic terrorists.
Yikes.
Maybe when they were you remember the riots in Minneapolis when they burnt down the police station?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then she started raising bail money for them. Maybe they were shouting freedom.
Freedom!
And that's why she was cool with them.
Right.
She's like a compulsive liar or something. This is from a couple weeks ago. I saw a story during the holidays. She cut a promo telling everybody how much she remembers celebrating Kwanzaa. She's like, oh yeah, I remember sitting around the Kwanzaa candles with generations of my family. It was a little more shrill than this.
Okay.
I remember sitting around the Kwanzaa candles.
Okay.
With generations of... I'm talking.
Stop.
But anyway, she cut this stupid promo, talking about how she was celebrating Kwanzaa as a child. Well, again, we all know, and I can say this, we all know you're not even fucking black, Kamala. You're not. Stop saying it. You're not black. I don't know why you keep saying this. You started pretending to be 2 years ago. But more importantly, Kwanzaa was invented after you were born.
Look, come on now. Details, okay? That just means she was ahead of her time.
Well, who is she, Marty McFly? This is the chick that was listening to Tupac records before he fucking started rapping?
On the plus side, we may have found the one person that actually celebrates Kwanzaa. I've never met anyone else.
Kamala fucking Harris. Speaking of lion-ass Kamala, it looks like she's finally ready to let go of her precious Senate seat.
Is she really? It's only 2 months after her declared victory, and she's been holding on to that thing like Schmeagol in the ring.
You know, she actually got sworn into the Senate again the other day before they pulled this little stunt at the Capitol. I mean, she was confident enough to serve as a San Francisco bicycle seat in the 80s. In San Francisco. But she wasn't confident enough to give up her Senate seat after declaring victory. But, I mean, that's not the story at all.
Oh, really?
The story here is that California Governor Gavin Newsom, we're a big fan of him.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Love that guy and all his work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He appointed Harris's replacement, and he tried to go woke by appointing a nominee, of course, based on skin color.
He said that?
Yeah, pretty much. And it blew up right in his stupid face.
Okay, I mean, there's a lot of ways that could go wrong. Why don't you just tell us how it went for him?
Yeah, well, this was particularly funny to me. So he nominated a guy who is actually from, like, I mean, I'm not like a genius on California state politics or anything, but he looks like he's pretty qualified as far as I can tell.
Oh.
So, I wouldn't have necessarily picked the guy, but Secretary of State. His name's Alec Baldwin. He's set to be California's first ever Latino senator.
Really?
I mean, California, like half the population's Hispanic. It's been a state for almost 200 years.
Wow.
How the fuck have they never had a Latino senator?
That's a great question.
I mean, that's insane.
It is.
Well, guess what?
What?
This made liberals mad.
What?
It made liberals mad, not that they were about to have their first Latino senator. They weren't mad that they never have had one in 170 years. They were mad that that Newsom didn't pick a black person.
You know, it is hard to believe. It is hard to believe. What? I don't even... You know what? My brain is broken now. I don't know how we can do the rest of the show. My head just exploded.
I just can't wait for the rest of the country to become, you know, California. What do they call it? The Californication of America?
Seriously.
This is our future. We're going to have to start thinking like this.
You know what?
Every decision, we're going to have to like think in multiple levels of like wokeitude.
I don't think they should stop there. I don't even think, you know, only hiring people or appointing people or putting people in positions of power because they're black. I don't think it's enough. I think we need to find an even more, you know, persecuted minority. What about that guy who turned blue?
There was a guy that turned blue?
Yeah, he like drank a bunch of colloidal silver and he turned blue. Have you seen this guy? He's blue. There's only one of him. There's only one blue motherfucker in the world.
Okay.
And he is not the president of the United States right now, and I'm pissed off about it.
And that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Grandpa Smurf needs to be... at the very least... I mean, because, I mean, we all know that Gavin... I mean, I just saw that he got... there's now over 1 million... signatures. He is going to be recalled. There's going to be another recall election for California governor. Gavin Newsom is going to be up for it. The last time this happened, what was his name? Gray Davis or something. I was living in California when this happened. It was fucking awesome. Every crazy fringe celebrity in California is running for governor. Arnold Schwarzenegger ended up winning.
Wow.
But there were porn stars running. There were like washed up celebrities.
So that's how Arnold Schwarzenegger got into politics?
That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
And like,
I never knew that.
I think it's a real shame that Gary Coleman is dead now, because Gary Coleman was one of the guys running. You know,
I know Gary Coleman.
So, because I think if Gary Coleman was like a little ahead of his time, because, you know, he was like 20 years too soon. Because if he was running now, I mean, I know he's not blue, but he's a black midget.
Well,
I mean, that's
2 points. That's 2 points.
I mean, a black midget with mental issues. I mean, that's real intersectionality right there.
Now, if he had come out as transgender, we'd really be onto something.
You think he wouldn't be transgender by now? if he'd be looking, he could. I mean, he had a lot of issues, but he could also see the way the winds are blowing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, you know, I want to be the governor. If I got to chop off my willy to be.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of washed up sitcom actors, you know who could run for California governor? Alec Baldwin.
Alec, All right, so he's got the mental illness thing down, but did you miss the whole intersectionality thing? I mean, do you really think they're going to go for a straight white male? I mean, he doesn't have the charisma of a Joe Biden.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You see, Baldwin can learn from his wife Hilaria and be whatever the hell he wants. Maybe it got lost in all the other nonsense over the past couple weeks, but she got exposed recently for faking her entire ethnicity and background.
Okay, awesome. Tell me more.
Turns out she's been pretending to be from Spain, faking a Spanish accent, pretending she can't pronounce certain words, appearing on the cover of Latina magazine and Hola magazine. You name it, she's done it for years. But apparently she's actually just a white girl named Hillary Thomas from Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts?
Yep, and her family's been in the country since the Revolutionary War.
That's amazing. Like, of all the places... I mean, you know what? That just goes to show you can grow up to be anyone, in America. I mean,
honestly, Rachel Dolezal got a lot of shit when she got found out, but now I feel like she'd be, hailed as, ahead of her time.
Yeah. I mean... At least he didn't call her, how you say in English? A pig?
Okay.
Isn't that what he did? Wasn't it Alec Baldwin he was doing that to his daughter?
Yeah.
No, I heard that he, I heard about this. He was, defending her. He was, saying, he was saying that he didn't know, or,
He might not have.
Yeah.
She apparently put on a pretty great act for a really long time. I don't know how some white chick in Massachusetts gets the idea. I mean, especially because she's been doing this for a while, so, I could understand maybe somebody coming up with this idea now, but to do it, 10, 20 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, to anybody from Massachusetts, I mean, you get a couple of beers in them and you put a baseball game on, it reveals itself pretty quickly. They're like, fuck the Yankees, this is a bunch of bullshit. Whoa, I thought you said you were from Malaga. What's going on? All right, it looks like we're getting a call here.
All right. Where are they calling from?
818 number.
Interesting.
California.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. All right, caller, you're on with the War on Morons. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Dr. Felsmere. I'm calling from Beverly Hills, California. I figure I would give a little bit of insight on that last story there,
Oh, okay, weird. I thought for sure we'd get somebody from Boston calling in, but give us your take.
Well, you see, because I don't know if you know much about me, but I am the plastic surgeon. Well, what they call me around here is they call me the plastic surgeon to the stars, because I make Hollywood. I make Hollywood's tits. I make Hollywood's asses. I make Hollywood.
What does this have to do with pretending to be Spanish?
Well, because there's no such thing as fake, when it comes to Hollywood. And there's no such thing as fake when it comes to celebrity. So if you want to say that Hilaria Baldwin is fake, that's a gross misunderstanding of the situation. If she says she's Spanish, then she's Spanish. She's probably gotten the surgery, you know what I'm saying?
The surgery? What are you... What?
Yeah, well, she's probably gotten work done. She's probably gotten her... her backside done, to get that Latin look to it.
Wow.
She's probably gotten her skin dyed, to get a little bit darker there. And she's probably... No, you can see, we do a surgery here in Beverly Hills. We do a surgery here in Hollywood, but we will darken your skin to make you look more like a Mexican. It's good, if you want to get a good role, if you want to look like a maid. It's all the rage in Hollywood. But more importantly, there's a new surgery. It's revolutionary. I will take out your vocal cords and I will replace them with the vocal cords that I can extract from a real live Mexican.
What do you mean extract?
What? No. I'm a plastic surgeon to the stars.
What do you mean extract? Where do you get these vocal cords?
From maybe I stuttered. I don't know. I said from a Mexican.
I that wouldn't even do anything. I mean, it's just an unnecessary surgery. It's not like it would change the way you speak or anything.
No. I don't know if you heard. She could no longer pronounce the word cucumber. You know, she can't say cucumber. She said, you say cucumber.
Wow, Dr. Felsmere. Wow.
Yeah. She sounded like a real, how you say, beet eater.
Please don't say it. Jesus, Dr. Felsmere.
I'm not talking about the ones from Boston.
You know what? I have to look you up because I think you probably have like an F rating with the Better Business Bureau. How have you not been like reported?
Look here, we don't talk about the Better Business. Listen, there's people that go to Disneyland and they say they didn't have a good time. So are you trying to tell me that the Better Business Bureau? I mean, the Better Business Bureau is a disreputable organization, and I think about it. It's the happiest place on earth. Are you trying to tell me that you believe the Better Business Bureau?
Why the hell are we talking about Disney right now? Are you?
Yeah. I mean, because think about it. I mean, the happiest place on earth. I mean, you would think they'd have an A+ rating, right?
I don't think that I would call your office the happiest place on earth.
Exactly. That's why Dr. Felsmere is not listed with the Better Business Bureau, because we do not do business with terrorists, and we do not do business with criminals, and we do not associate with with scoundrels.
Okay. Well, you definitely, you wouldn't have to associate with scoundrels, Dr. Felsmere, because I think you are one. So thanks for calling in. This was entirely unhelpful.
Hold on. Can I give out a promo code, in case anybody out there happens to be in the, in the greater Southern California, region, and they want to get some, maybe get an ass lift or a tummy tuck?
No, I'm sick of your insulting promo codes. I'm sick of your,
I'm sure that a lot of the people in your audience could probably use them. I've seen, I've seen the people on your Facebook.
That's
they look
exactly
pretty ugly.
what I'm talking about. Why do you even call into our show if you're just going to insult us? Like, I thought you had something relevant to say.
How about this one? I am ugly.
That's your promo code? I am ugly?
We'll give you $5 off.
$5 off. You know what?
Yeah, $5 off plastic surgery.
I'm so glad you called in, because every time you do, I think it just makes your business look worse and worse and worse. I don't know a single person that would go to you for any type of surgery, especially not some shady vocal cord transplant.
Hey, $5 off in Beverly Hills.
Is it in a back alley in Beverly Hills?
You know what? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Okay, so he didn't answer that question. I don't know what that dude is smoking, to be honest.
Hey, it's California. I mean, I can get
it. I swear, I don't even know. Have we ever seen the credentials on that guy? Like, what the hell was he talking about? He doesn't sound like a doctor to me.
I mean, he proclaims it pretty loudly. What does he say? He's the best plastic surgeon to the stars, or something like that. The number one.
Dude must be real busy. I mean, business must be booming if he has time to listen to our show every week. Guess that's why he's still in Chatsworth.
All right, well, moving right along. We got a handful of stories that you might have missed over the holidays. As much as everybody wants to leave 2020 behind, I couldn't leave these stories behind. So, first up, a UK mother was horrified when her 7-year-old daughter received a coloring book for Christmas that contained a list of decidedly off-color sex positions, X-rated puns.
What?
And, yeah, it's just chock full of perversion. According to this...
Oh, my God!
Yeah, as a Christmas gift.
From who? Jeffrey Epstein?
Or maybe Joe Biden. I don't know. Apparently, the stationery said that she got... It was from a family friend, it says in the article.
Family friend? Family enemy?
Well, now, maybe. It included notepads listing characters like I'm a Coming, Anita Handjob,
Wow.
Harry Ballsack, and Goldie Showers.
You know what? Pause right there. Those are honestly some of the laziest puns ever. I mean, nobody on planet Earth has ever had the surname Handjob or Ballsack in human history.
I mean, I don't know. There's been billions of people on the planet. I don't know that.
Run the records. I guarantee you, no last name Handjob.
There could be some guy in like Saskatchewan or something right now named Ballsack. But no, you're probably right. Like, I don't think that even Bart Simpson would like call Moe's Tavern with this bullshit. Like.
Seriously, Harry Ballsack has been extremely overdone.
Anyway, this wonderful Christmas present, it also featured a set of sex toys, including...
Wait, what? It included actual sex toys?
Yes, it had a furry plug, handcuffs, and a rabbit vibrator.
Okay, I don't want to make light of this because this is fucking horrifying, but to be fair, in this day and age, I mean, it's sad to say, but honestly, they're probably marketing products like this for children now. I mean, we're at that point.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. This is why you don't give out books as presents, people.
What?
They're dangerous. I can't think of anything worse, really.
Okay, you know what? Well, if you think that was a bad idea, and I would happen to agree. Another Brit had a bit too much to drink over the Christmas break and changed his legal name to Celine Dion while getting drunk in quarantine watching a virtual concert.
Maybe the Muslims are right about the UK. Anyway, if you're looking for a sign that you've been in lockdown too long and you're losing your fucking mind, I'm pretty sure this might be it.
I think that might be a sign that it's a little too easy to change your legal name in the UK. I mean, I didn't even think that they were open. How did he get down to the registrar's office?
I think you can do it online over there. You can do anything online over there.
That's a terrible idea.
Jesus.
Anyways, apparently the guy didn't even remember that he had done it until a few days later when he got a big white envelope in the mail. And look, if it's not embarrassing enough that a 30-year-old man was getting blackout drunk alone watching Celine Dion concerts, he actually paid £80 for expedited shipping. Right. He couldn't wait to be called Celine Dion.
I mean, who could wait, right?
I don't know. The heart may go on, but blackout decisions, those are really forever.
I mean, of all the things that you could do when you're blackout, there's a lot of bad things you could do in the midst of an alcoholic blackout.
Yeah.
I mean, poll people in Britain. I'm sure that you'll find tons of worse things. I'm sure that you get plenty of tattoos over there that are way worse than this. But this is just weird because it's fucking boring and creepy at the same time.
Like, imagine having to actually go apply for a job and put down your legal name, and you're a 30-year-old man, and you have to write Celine Dion.
Right. It's like the guy from Office Space, but like 30 times worse.
Oh, it's so much worse than being named Michael Bolton. So much worse.
But hey, you know what? I mean, you can file a discrimination suit if you don't get the job. They didn't hire me because they hate Titanic. Because
I identify as a woman. I mean, the fact that it's Celine Dion is irrelevant. He really identifies as a woman now.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to top that one, but let's staying over across the pond. Let's go over to France, where one guy, his New Year's Eve celebration ended in tragedy when he managed to tear his own head off with a firework.
Oh, okay. Well, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell knew that you can decapitate yourself with a firework?
Yeah.
I mean, not even like a firework, but like, where did he get his hands on this firework? Like, this is like some industrial grade shit here.
Well, again, it's France. It's to be fair, it's probably a Muslim.
Oh yeah.
I mean, let's just say it was just a regular old firework. I mean, that kind of puts that final deletion match into perspective, doesn't it? You know, if you guys out there thought the Hardy Boys were nuts before, I'm just saying.
Look, I don't think that they were using the same kind of fireworks. All credit
They could have
due.
been decapitated. I mean, for an Impact Wrestling match, there's like 30 people out there watch that shit.
Oh my god!
And Matt Hardy head could have gone flying out.
Actually, I would pay a lot of money to see the graphic of them doing that with his, like, crazy laugh and his head is just flying. I would love to see that. WWE writers thank me later.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's just move on. We've got a really exciting story here. Actually, it's more like 10 stories.
Ooh.
Because it is the top 10 best Florida man stories from 2020 as named by TampaBay.com.
And if anybody would know, I trust TampaBay.com. As people that live in Tampa Bay, this is like the epicenter of Florida man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's just get into it here because we probably covered most of them this past year, but we want to see what made it into the best of the best, right? So I'll start with number 10.
All right.
Florida man flees cops so fast, some of his clothes come off. So police identify him with DNA from his sock.
From his sock. This motherfucker was he was running so fast that his sock flies off.
And his socks were so dirty that they were able to get a perfectly good DNA sample from them.
I mean, who is this guy? Usain Bolt?
Gross.
Jesus. Anyway, number 9. Florida man plans to stalk newly reopened beaches dressed as the Grim Reaper.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, it ended up just being one of these COVID fanaticists.
Wonder what he's up to now. Maybe he's the New York rat guy.
I was going to say, I hope he's dead from COVID. That would be irony that I could accept. I'd like that.
Oh, man. All right, number 8. Florida man blows a .339 blood alcohol level and gets a DUI on a golf cart.
Was it John Daly? Honestly, like when I hear these stories about people getting like a DUI on like a tractor or on like a shopping cart or whatever, I'm like, really? Just let them be.
Right.
Would you rather them be behind the wheel of a fucking automobile on I-95?
Look, as long as you're not that motherfucker who got caught roller skating on the interstate in like Cleveland, like, live and let live, man.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what's he going to do on a golf cart, Like, if he gets
out onto the main road, it could be a problem.
Yeah, no,
if he's feeling bold.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was on a golf course. I was going to say, like...
No, on a golf cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way. I'd rather him be in a golf... I'm pretty sure that I could take him out in my truck.
Even if he was on the sidewalk, like, imagine mowing down some pedestrians drunk off your ass in that golf cart,
Yeah, well... Yeah. At least it'll make for a good story. Yeah. Anyway, number 7. Florida man thaws Thanksgiving turkey in backyard pool. Secret ingredient is chlorine. And maybe a dash of COVID.
That's disgusting.
I don't know how it could have COVID and chlorine. Wouldn't the chlorine kill the COVID?
I would think so. I don't know.
Editorialism. I think they just threw that to make it more sensationalist. I think that they put the turkey in the pool to kill the COVID. You're welcome. Trying to keep your family safe.
Gross. Okay. Now, number 6. Florida man's fake resume said he was a war hero, MIT professor, and Bitcoin millionaire with a top secret clearance. A Florida company actually hired him.
Yeah, I remember covering this story.
I do too.
Sadly, there's millions of people out there right now following this guy on Parler thinking he's giving them Q drops.
No.
No, I was just making a Linwood joke.
Oh.
They're like, trust the plan any day now. It's gonna be January 20th. Joe Biden's getting sworn in, and there's gonna be some boomer like, don't worry, this is all part of the plan. Like, the Patriots are gonna be in control. 2 years from now, we're gonna be in a CCP concentration camp somewhere. We're gonna be in a death camp. There's going to be a Chinese soldier putting a gun to the back of my head.
Okay, you're getting a little dark.
Well, I'm just saying that, I don't know if you guys are seeing these Q people out there, but, like, this just reminds me of the shit that they're saying out there. Oh, don't worry, man. The Patriots are in control. This war hero I was talking to on the internets, man, he's actually an MIT professor. He's a Bitcoin millionaire. He's got this top secret Q clearance, man. Everything you're seeing on the news, it's fake.
He missed his opportunity. He made the wrong career move. And anybody could do it, right? He should have been going for an Alex Jones type career. Instead, he got hired by a treasure hunting company, and then he got sued. Rookie move.
Rookie move. Just No, go online, grift the boomers.
Right.
They'll believe anything. Hopefully none of them are listening to us right now.
Start up a Patreon and a parlor. You got yourself a fantastic business model.
Anyway, number 5. Florida man awoke to discover another Florida man at the foot of his bed, sucking on his toes.
Ooh, spicy.
I remember this one. What the fuck?
That's something you want to leave in 2020.
Like
there's people who keep saying 2020 was the worst year ever. For this man, I would agree.
This was like the first Florida man story of the year too. This was like January 2nd, 2020. I remember.
You thought 2021 was off to a weird start. Imagine waking up to this motherfucker sucking on your toes.
You know what? I'll take Buffalo Man at the Capitol any day over some motherfucker breaking into my house and sucking on my toes.
Yes. Okay, number 4. Meth-fueled, mud-covered, naked Florida man shakes off 2 tasers, bites a canine, and fist fights officers, then spits on another.
Did they crown him king of the Florida man?
They should have. I mean, honestly, meth heads can do anything.
Jesus Christ.
They should do some studies on this, like...
My favorite part is he bit the canine.
He did.
Like, I mean, man bites dog, right?
There's crazy people who say, like, oh yeah, if a dog bites you, you have to bite them back to assert dominance. Crazy people say that. Crazy people say that. Nobody does it!
Well, this guy does. Okay. This should have been the number 1 story. How the fuck is this number 4? It's got to get better from here.
Oh, it's going to get so much better.
Well, let's see. Number 3. Florida woman now owns Joe Exotic's infamous Tiger King Zoo.
Wait, that's not better at all.
That's not better at all. It's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Is this sponsored by Netflix or something?
Bullshit. Okay, let's see what happens with number 2.
All right.
New Florida man Tom Brady walks into complete stranger's kitchen thinking it was his coach's house.
I mean, cool, Tom Brady got the wrong address.
I mean, I guess all mansions start to look the same after a while.
I mean, if he started sucking on his toes, I could see...
Then we have something.
Tom Brady breaks into his house, starts smoking meth and sucking on his toes. Then you got a Florida man story.
Damn right.
And let's use this in 2021. All you Florida man people out there, whether you're on Reddit, whether you're on Facebook, wherever you are, if you're writing these stories, please, just because it happens in Florida doesn't make it a Florida man story. I can't tell you how many fucking Florida man stories I saw that were just a news report that happened to be something that Ron DeSantis did. Ron DeSantis is not Florida man. He's a governor of one of the largest states in the country, and he's a pretty good one too. Like,
now, if he got caught on a meth binge or something like that, Gillum guy,
oh yeah,
then we have a Florida man.
Now that should have been in the top 10. You know, failed gubernatorial candidate found on a motel room floor naked with a homosexual prostitute. How was that not in the top 10?
I don't know. Speaking of, what's number 1?
Number 1, Florida man pretends to be prosecutor, tries to drop charges against himself.
Honestly, not as good as number 4, but I'll take it.
This was good enough to be in the top 10. I remember this one. I mean, it was pretty fucking bold. You know, you're in jail or something.
It's like something Pinky and the Brain would come up with. You know? Like, it's a real scheme.
It's something that fucking Ricky would come up with.
Yes.
You know? But not like early Trailer Park Boys. This is like season 9 shit.
I don't think Ricky would come up with this. Wouldn't Julian come up with this?
This is some Ricky shit, because he's good at tricking cops, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the one good thing he's good at. Growing dope, tricking cops. But it's not their best stuff. It's like season 9, season 10. It's right before they turned into a cartoon.
Sure.
Anyway, we're getting another call.
All right, I'll take it. Hello, area code 205. You're on with the War on Morons. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this Chattahoochee Charlie. I'm calling from I'm on the road right now.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. What, are you driving right now?
Yeah, I'm on the road. It's pretty cool. I just heard you talking about the best guy in Florida award, and I was on my way back home to my kids at the motel back in Mobile, and I figured, hell, I'm close enough to Florida. I'm on my way down to Florida instead.
Wait, what? You were driving home with your kids and decided, nope, better take a detour to Florida because you heard about those insane Florida man stories?
Well, I mean, the kids, they can wait. They got some food. They got some beers and stuff back in the motel room. You know, it can wait. It can wait. This could be the big storm we've been looking for. This could make it. This could make it. Chattahoochee Charlie's moving on up. We're going to get rich. We're going to be number one Florida of the year. The Florida man of the year. I can't wait.
Wait.
I can't wait.
What are you talking about? You're going to get some kind of award or prize?
Absolutely. I'm so excited because I heard what you just said. You said that you don't think number one was good enough. Is that right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like number one wins a prize. It was just
Number one ain't gonna win the prize because Chattahoochee Charlie is coming to get it. Where do you think I could go to? I think I might could get to Pensacola quickest, but there's a baby gator farm. I know where it's at, and I think that's where I could do the most damage. I could be the biggest Florida. I could do the best Florida man damage there. I got a great idea, and I got just what it takes.
Charlie, I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about your kids. I think you should go back home to them. There's been a misunderstanding.
My kids are just fine.
Nobody's gonna give you any kind of award or prizes or money for acting like a crazy person.
The Tampa Bay.com, they're giving out the prize. You said it.
No prize.
You said it. Don't lie. I always say there's one thing you don't do, and that's that you don't lie. Jesus has said it in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
You know.
So my kids are fine. You don't worry about my kids.
How are you even gonna win a prize for best Florida man? You're not from Florida.
You hear that? You hear that? That's a bottle of Viagra's.
Oh, okay.
I had picked it up. Well, I had picked them up at my P.O. box here in Mobile. See, because I live at the motel. I live at the Budget Inn here back home in Mobile, you know, with my kids, and we don't got our own mailbox, so I gotta go to the P.O. box.
What are you saying, Charlie?
Well, I had picked up because I get it from the pharmacy. They ship it to the mail.
Why? I'm horrified to ask, but why do you need Viagra shipped to you?
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with my unit or nothing. It just helps a little bit.
It makes what?
Well, it helps me put a little bit more stiffness in the record.
I know.
Put a little more lead in the pencil.
Jesus, Charlie. What I'm saying is, you're talking about living in a motel with your children, so why the fuck do you need to do that? Why?
You know what a gigolo is?
Yes?
You ever heard of a gigolo?
Yeah, can you stop saying the word gigolo, please?
Well, that's what I do for a living. I'm a gigolo.
Oh.
And that's how I could get money for how I feed my kids.
Please tell me you have a separate room from the one you share with your children.
No, man, we don't need a separate. What do you think I am, Donald Trump? I ain't got that kind of money. Jesus. No, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to be the number one Florida man of the year. If I'm the number one Florida, I'm going to win the top prize. I'm going to be rich beyond measure, and I don't have to do this no more. I don't have to. I don't want to get my bang on with these fat women anymore for the money. I want to just retire. Isn't that a good goal for a single pop with two kids or 3 kids, however many I got?
Fucking give up whatever the fuck it is you just said you're doing. Yeah, you should not do that anymore, Charlie.
I don't have to when I win the prize. So that's why I'm going down to the baby gator farm. I think that's going to be enough to help me win the top prize.
Okay.
Because I want to
Fine. Putting aside the fact that you're not from Florida, how the hell are you going to win the prize?
Because it's in Florida. You don't have to be from Florida if you're in Florida. And, I just crossed the state line. We're here. Betty Sue, we're in Florida. That's the name of my daughter. She's not in the car with me, but sometimes I just say her name.
Okay.
Anyway, I just crossed into the state line, so I'm a Florida man now.
Oh.
And I'm on my way to the baby gator farm, and I got it with me.
Wait.
And I'm gonna do what needs to be done. What needs to be done to the gators.
Wait, what the hell are you gonna do to those gators, Charlie? I thought you were just going to some tourist trap.
What? You were saying that the number one story wasn't crazy enough.
Right? And?
Well, what could be crazier than taking it to some alligators? That's crazy. What? You gotta be a lunatic to do something like that.
So you're
gotta
gonna give the gators Viagra? That's not okay.
No, I take the Viagra and I take it to the gators.
Okay. No.
I'm gonna win the top prize and I'm gonna be the Florida Man of the Year.
Oh, no.
Chattahoochee Charlie's number one.
Stop it.
I'm gonna do it for my kids.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
What? I mean, should we, call...
Yes! We should call, PETA or something!
So he's on his way down to Florida with, a medically induced,
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
He's gonna get... he's gonna get killed, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
He's gonna get mauled by alligators.
That's what he fucking deserves.
So he can... there's no top 10 list, Charlie. There's no... he's not... There's... What do you think he's gonna win?
I don't know. I don't know what he thinks there's gonna be a prize for, but I'm excited to cover it in next week's episode.
Oh my god. Well, after something like that, I think it's a really great time for us to run our commercial this week.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
In times of political instability, when reckless governments print worthless fiat currency like paper and give it out like candy, no amount of savings in dollars, stocks, or bonds is enough to ensure you and your family's future. Will a new party at the helm steer your finances in the right direction, or evaporate your life savings to dust with skyrocketing inflation? Here at Rockstar Precious Metals, we say, don't leave it to chance. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from our celebrity spokesman. Whoa! What's up, dude? My name is Dirk Shocker from Shocker. To this day, I still remember the first precious metal that I bought with my very own money that I stole from my mom's purse. It was 1982. I was at Tower Records right here in Hollywood, and I bought Iron Maiden, the number of the beast, 666, for $6, dude. Well, guess what? Today, that same record, it goes for $32 fucking dollars, man! That is some real precious metal! $6, $32, that's, it's astronomical! And just for you, I am gonna liquidate my entire record collection! We got Anthrax, we got Ozzy, we got Venom, we got Slayer, we got Megadeth, and of course, we got motherfucking Shocker! Dirk, we don't sell rock and roll records. What are you doing? Didn't you read the contract? What? Dude, what are you talking about? For one, I don't read read. 2, I can't read. We're a gold dealer. We sell gold.
Oh, gold. I mean, that's cool, man. I mean, whatever. I don't know why you want to sell gold. I mean, maybe you should call him a rapper or something. Like, call him one of those jungle guys. Like, but you think I want to wear a gold chain? Like, you think I look like Mr. fucking T or Flavor Flav or whatever? Well, fuck you. Fuck gold. Nobody should buy gold. Fuck you. Buy my records. You want something that goes up in value? But hey, why are you kicking me out? Fuck, I can make my own way out. Fuck you, fuck your security too. Fuck all of you.
Go to rockstarpreciousmetals.com and invest today.
Well, that was an interesting commercial.
Oh, yeah, interesting is the word I would use, and, per usual, right? I'm sure they paid us $100, though, so at least there's that.
No, 120, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, rates are going up now. It's 2021. We're on the Hameen Media Group now. We've got our, government giving away those stimulus checks to everybody all the time now. We might as well get our cut. So,
okay, great. Well, where's my cut?
We'll talk about that later. Moving on, everybody. Let's go back to the stack of stupidity. Let's go to Arizona. Arizona, where a 32-year-old mother has been arrested for beating her 3 children and her stepchildren because they got tested positive for COVID and they were not wearing masks in their own house.
A little dark, but shouldn't she have been social distancing from them? I mean...
Right? Like, how are you going to beat your kids from 6 feet away?
Maybe she was wearing a mask while she beat them, or using a broom.
Yeah. Well, like, or like one of those, like, really, like, long, like, extension, like...
Or like the things you see about, like, mothers throwing shoes at their kids or something, just like, what?
I can see her just explaining it to the cops now. Like, it's okay, I beat the kids, but I wear the mask when I beat them. I put the hand sanitizer on after I beat them. It's okay.
That's not okay. I mean, I know people are always saying kids today are too soft because they don't get spanked or whatever, but, like, on the other hand, shit like this goes down.
Let me just read the report. So, officers were told that she had hit one child in the face.
In the face?
Kicked the second one while he was on the floor, and picked the third child up by the neck.
Oh, God, that is horrific.
Like, it sounds like the fucking final scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Like, she's like Shredder, and they're just coming at her, and she's just fucking...
Did she not think of this possibility when she had kids or married someone that had kids?
When the cops got there, she was drunk, and they had to tase her to get her into the handcuffs, but... at least she made sure that those kids were wearing their fucking masks.
Yeah, she should sign up with the gang of good guys. She's like a freaking enforcer over there on COVID regulations.
She should run for governor of California.
Hey.
Once that recall happens.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, while we're on the topic of domestic violence, I've actually got a story that goes along with that, believe it or not. A Mississippi woman has been arrested on aggravated domestic assault charges after repeatedly stabbing her sleeping husband in the back multiple times with a kitchen knife. Now, why? You might be asking.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, well, it was all because she had a dream that he was cheating on her.
No way he'd ever leave her now. Yeah. I think they're going to be together forever. Unless, get this, what if he hooks up with the nurse at the trauma ward?
Don't give her any ideas.
She's gonna have a dream about that now. She's like everything. They calm her down. Like, it was just a dream. You almost killed him, but thank God we saved his life. He's at the hospital. They brought him back.
Just smother him with a pillow.
Oh my God! That fucking nurse. He's in love with the nurse. She shows back up the next day and stabs him.
Oh my God. Like, how do you go from, like, having a bad dream, which, like, yeah, bad dream, like, very unpleasant, like, the thought of the person you love leaving you for somebody else, very painful. And then say, how do I deal with this painful emotion that I'm having? I know, make sure that the person leaves me forever by either A, trying to kill them and they leave, or B, actually killing them.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, could you imagine how much trouble your life would be if you had to take up arms against everyone who wronged you in the dream world? Like, I'd be going up against werewolves, warlocks, Oprah Winfrey, Wilford Brimley, like...
Wait, Wilford Brimley?
That motherfucker, I tell you.
This is taking a weird turn.
I'm just telling you, man, like, in the dream world, some people out there, they owe me some blood.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving right along. Well, that last guy probably wishes he never got married to a knife-wielding psychopath. A Kenyan woman is trying to make her boyfriend of 8 years pay for not putting a ring on it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's taking him to court.
What, are they running out of ideas on 90 Day Fiancé now? Come on.
My question here is, like, what does she expect to get out of the court here? Like, congratulations, lady, you win. You know, now this man is forced to marry you. I'm sure you guys are going to be happy, you know, for forever.
Oh, yeah, court-ordered marriage. That sounds like a great idea.
Right? Like, if you thought that, like, what do they call it, like, in India, when the parents...
Arranged marriage.
Yeah, like, if you thought that was a bad idea, wait till the state gets the courts involved and forces you to get married.
Oh, my God. And better yet, now you're forced to be married and you both owe court fees.
Yeah, and inevitably you're going to owe divorce fees. Probably, like, give it a year.
It sounds like a whole mess. And, you know, maybe you wouldn't need to go down that route. You know, at the end of the day, this guy could always build a secret underground tunnel and burrow away. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think she hasn't locked it out. Maybe she does. That would explain why they've been together for 8 years. That would be a whole new wrinkle on things.
It would.
That kind of random, though.
Not entirely random. Not entirely. Because for our next story, we go to Tijuana, Mexico, where a secret love affair went south when the husband of a man's next-door lover discovered a secret tunnel beneath the couch in his home.
Okay, I'm just going to say it.
Go ahead.
What is it with Mexicans and digging tunnels? Like,
is that a thing?
Yeah, like they're like really good at. Well, at least you know at least if TV is to be believed. Like, I mean, they do it in like weeds and they do it.
I've never seen this.
Well, I mean the border wall. You know, that was never going to work. Everybody told me, yeah, they're just going to dig under it, man. They're just.
You know what? I think the real puzzler here is why these two went through all the trouble to construct an underground tunnel system when they lived right next door to each other. Right. I mean, all you have to do is say, I'm running out for groceries, and, like, walk next door.
Yeah, or, like, I don't know, like, climb through a fucking window or something.
Seriously.
I think that they just... These are just mole people or something. They'll build a fucking subway line.
Like, did you not think that your husband might find the gigantic hole under the couch? Like, drop one Cheeto, motherfucker, and, like, your secret is fucking destroyed.
Do you think he's gonna, like, they drop a Cheeto and he's gonna lift... I guess you... To clean the Cheeto.
Yeah!
I thought to, like, eat it. Like, oh, shit, I lost my Cheeto.
5-second rule. I don't know.
But no, yeah, the lesson here is if you want to start an affair with the next door neighbor, climb through the window, don't build an underground tunnel system.
Or build your underground tunnel system under the bed, because if ever, like, the guy, like, if he ever has to, like, find out about it, it means somebody was hiding under the bed, which means he was cheating too, and then he can't get mad about it.
This is going completely off the rails.
All right, do you have another story in the stock?
Yeah, I was actually going to talk about climbing through the window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to give you a segue, but I was the one that was going to read the story.
Okay.
This just goes to show, like, this show's been going on a long time, and I'm trying to set you up for the segue, but I should have been setting myself up for the segue. So speaking of climbing through windows...
Oh, yeah, because that's what we were talking about.
Speaking of climbing through windows, in our last story of the night out of Lehigh Acres, Florida, a convicted felon found out the hard way that sneaking through a window just might...
Oh, tell us more, because we really need to know what was going on with the tunnel.
Well, the tunnel...
This is why she didn't do the whole sneaking out the window thing.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused now. Maybe this 32-year-old dipshit who was climbing through a window and...
Forget about the tunnel.
Okay, so... Forget about Mexico. Now we're in Florida.
Okay, great.
32-year-old climbs through a window, earns himself a Darwin Award because he was trying to break through a home. He got his neck stuck in the window.
What?
It left him pinned. It left him suspended in the air, and he strangled to death.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. He was just, like, flopping around as he's trying to break into somebody's house, and then it didn't end up well for him.
You know, that's some great home defense right there. I guess you could call it an open and shut case.
Can you imagine coming home to that?
Jesus.
Like, I mean, I know people that think mousetraps are a little gruesome. I mean,
yeah.
Imagine finding a fucking dead burglar with a broken neck rotting in your side window. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Simply Safe can't sell that fast enough, can they? Like,
I'd buy it.
lead-weighted window frames, you know? They go
from
up.
Acme.
They go up, but then they come right back down. It reminds me of that old joke, you know? Like, what's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
What?
Finding half a worm in your apple.
You know, I think I'd rather find half a burglar in my house.
Yeah.
Than a whole burglar with, like, a gun.
Guillotine windows. Guillotine window frames.
Guillotine windows.
There we go.
Maybe
$1 million idea.
This show has been brought to you by Guillotine Windows. So when somebody breaks into your house, they'll fucking decapitate him like a French New Year's reveler.
Why doesn't this exist?
Oh, of course, we're getting another call. Thank God. Thank you for saving us here. All right. You know what? You want to take this call? You want to go through?
Sure. Why not? It can't get worse than what we're talking about, right?
Thank God.
Okay.
I need a break.
All right. Area code 724. You're on with the War on Morons. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
It is I, the Steel City Enforcer, calling from the Steel City.
God damn it. Okay. Yeah. What's up?
Yes. This is a very volatile time. As you may have seen, our nation is in a time of civil unrest and great disturbances. It is wise to be prudent and to be vigilant at all times.
Okay, for once I might agree with you there. Sure.
Yes. So I wanted to call to help your listeners and viewers to defend themselves and their domiciles against attack.
Huh. Okay. This sounds great. Yeah.
Yes, because normally myself and the gang of good guys would be at your service. But there are only so many of us, and there are so many agitators afoot. I don't know if you saw last week at the Capitol in Washington, there were a million marauders storming the gates with great violence. Did you see?
I don't think those are the same types of people that are going to be breaking into homes, like...
Oh, they shall. They shall be storming the gates of your home. They will drag you from your home. They will beat you. They will burn your homes to the ground. You never know.
Come on, no, they're not going to do that.
Well, just so you know, deadly force has been authorized by me. The Steel City Enforced. Yes, we have authorized deadly force. The gang of good guys are giving you the right to defend your domiciles against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I really don't think that's going to hold up in court at all.
No, you don't understand. We are the good guys.
Okay, and I still don't care. Like, it's not, you can't just, like, kill people because the gang of good guys said it's okay. Like,
but you can.
You're a bunch of crazy vigilantes. Like, it doesn't mean anything, like, at all.
Well, this is a public service announcement. Right. We are calling now to give you the top 5 home security tips. Are you ready?
What the hell is this, BuzzFeed?
No, this is to protect your home. It's because in times of civil unrest, to booby trap your home is a necessity and a civil right.
Fine. Go ahead. Don't start your whole spiel over again. Just go ahead with your 5 tips.
Because I'm this. Okay, so number 5. It is prudent and necessary to coat your steps in tar. Tar is a very sticky substance, and the home intruders will get stuck on the tar, and they will have trouble. It's hot tar. In case the domestic terrorists try to attack.
Okay.
Yes, number 4. This is a good one. I like this one. Number 4. You shall acquire a blowtorch. A blowtorch can be rigged so when they open your door, it will burn them, and it will burn the intruders to your home.
Oh my God! What, like in Home Alone? Are you kidding me, dude?
No, I know not. You may be home by yourself. You may be home with your family, as long as there are no more than 5 other people with you. Then it's all right by me.
Wow.
Number 3. You shall use an electric barbecue starter to heat up your doorknobs. So when the Donald Trump supporter tries to get into your home, they put their hand on the doorknob and it gets very hot, and it'll burn a letter M onto their hand, and it'll hurt very bad.
Stop it! This is so corny. Come on.
Number 2, acquire a tarantula. It's like a big spider, a really hairy spider. People don't like spiders. They're scared.
This is pathetic. Like, you're clearly just
especially the right-wing hate Nazis. They're trying to. They're domestic terrorists. Joe Biden said. Number 1, you can get a string and you can tie it around the trigger.
Yeah, we already know. Have a BB gun rigged up with like a trigger?
BB gun. No, what's that going to do? No, a 12-gauge shotgun.
Jesus.
You get a 12-gauge shotgun and you blow them away.
Well, that wasn't Home Alone.
Well, yeah, this is like Home Alone 5. The gang of good guys has authorized the use of all force.
Okay, thanks for calling in, you psychopath.
And the Steel City Enforcer thanks you for your service.
I don't even know. I mean, that guy is certifiable for sure, but...
I mean, did he say that he can authorize deadly force? Like, on whose authority?
Fucking Gotham Asylum, maybe? Or Arkham Asylum or whatever? I don't know.
I mean, can you imagine, explaining that one to the police? Like, they come to your house, you got, a dead body of a mailman or something. How come you blew this guy out of your fucking house with a 12-gauge shotgun? Oh, well, you see this guy called the Steel City Enforcer.
You know what? We should do a disclaimer. War on Morons does not accept any liability and does not endorse the Steel City Enforcer's recommendations in any way whatsoever. Do not listen to that man. He's crazy.
Yes, see our attorney, Jimmy James.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he's got about as much standing as Lynn Wood. I think we're good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we are fucked.
2021's off to a great start, y'all.
All right, everybody. Maybe we'll see you next week if we're allowed to. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Brother, you better get down on your knees and pay 1,000 buckles are being born.